How the hell have you been, Mr. Caliendo?
Old. And you're older than me, I think.
56.
56, and you just made me feel 90. Thank you for that.
Well, you look beautiful.
I'm a handsome man.
How you feeling?
Shut up.
How are you feeling?
Live this. I'm trying to listen. I'm doing all right. It's funny because I watch a bunch of the show. I knew about your show. We've known each other for a while, but more in passing, a little bit once in a while, just coming across each other. But I wanted to get the tone right for the show. I didn't want to come on and be jokey. And you're not jokey. You're conversational.
We just talk.
Real, honest,
happens,
and it's true. And that's where I'm trying to go in life and entertainment as well. But it is funny because even looking at you and watching you, there's a duality, and there's something that I see in people that's. Maybe other people see it too. I don't want to sound like I've got superpowers or something. But two things happen when you look at you, okay? And I'm going to shock my audience a little bit because this is the real me. I do swear a little bit. I don't swear a ton, but it throws people off. So, but I watch the show and there's a lot of swearing. I mean, and you guys just look at it as like normal sentence structure.
It's not radio. It's
right,
not radio.
Right. But I've been very cautious my entire especially entertainment career because my kids. And I'll get back on the subject I was talking about. My kids, I just wanted to set a good example for my kids.
Absolutely.
I was doing that even as a 15, 18-year-old. I never drank. And part of it, I think, is because I've never done any drugs, never done anything, and it was a lot of control. But I also wanted to tell my kids, hey, I never did any of this stuff. And now, especially the easy stuff, and we had a lot of addiction issues in my family, and I have incredibly addictive personality. So I wanted to learn to do like one or two impressions, and I ended up that's all people know me for at this point. So there's that. But my kids, I didn't swear or anything in any of my specials and stuff, and now my kids talk like they're sailors. They're like my son looks like he's in the middle of The Sopranos.
How old is he?
He's 14.
Oh, yeah, that curse.
Unbelievable.
He's getting his dick sucked, the whole thing.
I don't know about that.
Who you don't know Dick. What do you think he's doing right now? He's in your bedroom spanking his shit, watching pornos on YouTube.
I don't want to think about that.
You have to think about it.
I can't think about that. I know it's reality.
How old, 14?
He's 14.
At
and then
12,
high school.
I was dry humping little New Yorker Reza right now, the Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Come on, let me just believe he's playing Xbox when he says he's playing Xbox.
That's what he's saying.
But yeah, he's just fuck this. It's like unbelievable.
Did it shock you the first time?
Yes, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
This is what happened to me. I spent all this time being clean and safe, and you're this guy. What was I doing? So to bring it back a little bit, where it started, and you're going to have to corral me in a bunch because this is just what happened to me. You have two things going on. One of them is I look at you and I'm scared shitless because you have that look, but at the same time, I look at you and I want to laugh. And I don't know, it's those two things that make you great. When I watch, because you smile and all of a sudden it changes. You go from Joey, from Joey to Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey.
It's so.
Put your feet up.
I'm trying to, but I feel like I got to watch around
just
the
leave your
room.
wallet right there. It's going to be fun. Yeah.
I just
take your wedding ring off.
Yeah,
I see your arm is swollen up.
There's a lot of I'm going from trust to mistrust quickly.
How many children do you have?
2. My daughter's 12.
How is her mouth?
She's getting there.
No.
Oh yeah, because my wife will teach them the words. And because she's like, I want them to use them properly. She's Italian, 100% Italian. So she's pretty much Carmela Soprano, and she screwed up with me. You know what I mean? She married the wrong guy. But she grew up in an Italian household, and it's the real deal.
Yelling, screaming.
Yeah, her dad, federal agent kind of thing. Oh yeah, big, like the real deal.
Now, where are you from originally?
I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
But I grew up in Milwaukee. So she calls my family completely watered down, at least the me part of it, 100%.
Well, the Italian, I was telling Mike Rappaport that I went up to Milwaukee in '98 to do the comedy club.
I listened to that, yeah.
And the neighborhood, right there, when you walk out of the comedy club, you walk down to the corner, and you just hit the Italian neighborhood. And that bar where the waitresses and waiters were, the owner had just got out of jail because Donnie Brasco put him in jail.
Right.
Because that neighborhood was the Ballesteris was their name. So the mob is up there. I mean, there's Italian people up there. Absolutely. What happened to you was the sun didn't hit you right. There's no sun up there. if you would have been raised in Jersey or somewhere with sun, like Arizona, now the Italians should start coming out of you. Because you people are, isn't it like a fucking boot, right? There's an island, Sicily.
Yeah.
What am I looking at you for?
I don't know. Yeah. I'm the whitest person in the room.
But, no, I thought you were always from, like, Philadelphia.
No, born in Chicago, Elmwood Park, Illinois, right outside of Chicago.
Great place.
Born in Cook County. And I grew up in Waukesha. 13 miles west of Milwaukee, suburban. I had a normal.
What'd your dad do?
He worked for the Caloric Corporation, which was ranges, stoves and microwaves and stuff like that. Then they merged with a man, and he lost his job when I was a junior in high school, and he went back to counseling and teaching. When he was younger, he's a minor league baseball player, so we played sports all growing up. But when he lost his job, that was one of those moments, and I've even heard this like in the Jim Carrey story, where he talks about he had the safest job in the world, and then it was just gone, and he had to go find something else to do. Why not take your chances and do whatever you want in life? Because you only have that, those chances. Do it while you're young. So I tried comedy after when I got into college. I was in college.
Where'd you go to college?
University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
Look at you. So you stayed at home?
Yeah. I was, listen, man, it's like a lot of my life is just settling, which is a problem. Like I said, I get happy, I get comfortable, and then I don't work to get to the next thing. And that's followed by another period in my life where I'll just commit to my whatever the craft is at the time or what I'm working on. Right now, it's trying to develop, not develop, but try to develop outside of just doing impressions and having people care. Because when I get up on the stage, the first thing people are looking for is for me to start doing any impression at all. When they hear my voice, they're like, okay, this is great, but it's like Carrot Top having his luggage get lost by the airline, or Jeff Dunham going out without the puppets. People are like, okay. So you have to kind of get them into you first before you get into your, mains, like what they know you for. Otherwise, they're not even going to listen to it. When I first started doing stand-up, let's say I'd get up there and just start doing my Tony Danza impression, like, Johnny did some it, the mode. I would start doing that without me ever talking, and nobody would listen to me in the show. They would just wait for the next impression. So I started to learn there has to be a little bit of me up top. I heard you talking on one show about how you would go and talk about the city a little bit and, get people involved that way. To me, it was to talk about a little bit about myself so they'd see me. And then I lost that for a while because the money was coming in all from the impressions. So I just went to that and went for the easiest way possible, path of least resistance, and would just go up, do impressions right away. And now I'm working backwards again to try and find people, to give people the opportunity to see a little bit of me, hear a little bit of me, and then pepper it with more of the impressions as almost like exclamation points.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.